Well, we've just watched yet another heat that will set up the entire 2017 season. With Tanner Gudauskas and Federico Moraes moving through, now we're under round 3, heat 8. John Florence, Wyatt McHale, Billy Kemper, and Michael February, starting with John Florence up and out real quick, our current world champion from right here.
Oh, they're battling for that top 10 spot, and they both have made it through. Last second heroics from Federico, literally.
Wow. Very excited to watch the highlights of that. For now, we got Vance, wild card, Wyatt McHale. Literally grew up on this beach. His dad is actually lifeguarding right now as we speak, watching this heat right down the beach. Mike McHale.
He's getting paid to hang out and watch his kids surf.
Not a bad gig.
I bet she's nervous. You better be watching the water, though. Make sure this girl doesn't get swept away. Let's watch Wyatt McHale here, little rail grab carve. Youngster, 15 years old. That's John Florence.
Yes.
Here he is.
John Florence, current Vans Triple Crown of Surfing leader. Again, picking up exactly where he left off from the Hawaiian Pro, straight to the lip. Mistake. Mistake number 2 from John Florence. We'll see him get back at it. Now Billy Kemper. Billy Kemper showing incredible rail work already on this wave. His third blistering turn. Billy Kemper now.
Do you think he said anything right there?
Well, we'll see Billy Kemper now. This was a solid start for Billy.
Yeah, no, look at that first turn. Big layback carve, whip, again getting the board the other direction. And then another one, 3, and then the fourth one right here in John's face. Rawr. And then like that, see, what? And he kicks out.
Like
Billy
it.
Kemper, that's going to be a big score.
Well, what happened here?
Well, you can see how much speed this kid is carrying on a 6'1", which is generally, I mean, he said it was a step up, but for out here, it's a short board. I mean, he's looking spot on.
Because not a lot of waves coming through. Here goes Michael February.
Well, we didn't get to see this one live, so he got a little piece of the set with the nice carves here. He needs a little steeper face to really solidify the score. He gets it, drifts the fins, holds on.
That's why we call him freestyle right there.
He's
there. And it's working.
They're on the Progenics.
Wyatt McHale from Pupakea, right up the road, but basically born and bred out here at Sunset Beach. That wave will be a non-factor. Will soak up in this heat. Will be invaluable in his big, bright future.
Yeah, this is a big moment, you know, and sometimes those big moments.
John Florence, 12. It is absolutely binge-worthy. Great job, Bill Ballard.
Binge-worthy?
Eric Knudsen, who's most likely filming this heat, catching all the action. Right now, Wyatt McHale trying to fight back. But John Florence gets the crowd on their feet with his opening slash. Straight to this inside section, never afraid to attack the lip. John Florence with a complete ride. Now Billy Kemper. This guy means business. Opening with a 9.07. Now trying to find a backup score. Not safe with that 9. Definitely has a little bit easier of a path to advancement than the rest of these 3 guys. We'll see if Michael February can make things difficult. Nice opening snap. Dealing with some chop up the face. Michael Freestyle February, surfer out of South Africa. Rides for Vans in that South Africa region, goes down.
Tips you use around the world. But he's got the talent. And, you know, South Africa was a surfing superpower. And he's holding that flag. Good for surfing here. You know, I love that how he holds his bottom turns. You know, just a little slight bobble here at the end. But, of course, it is at the very end of the ride. So he'll probably add another score. But look at this turn. How loose is that? That is, I mean, the quality of the wave that he's on there is, you know, pretty mid-range, but his surfing is excellent. I mean, those 2 turns were so committed. Look at that, just lays into it, 6-1. mean, it's all put on all the line, right? I mean, that's the thing that's so unique about what John does. And he literally hits that lip as it was already halfway down. Look at that. Attacks it, and this actually almost carved off of it. So dynamic. Did it with his eyes closed.
As fans, and we love to see something out of the ordinary done on a crazy part of the wave, and exactly what John Florence just gave.
At John's quiver. We'll get back to that.
Billy Kemper does not want to be overshadowed by John Florence, so he goes and throws a big layback hack like that. Billy Kemper with a 9-point learning curve needs an 8.55.
So I think, you know, knowing that you've got a 9, you kind of the minimum score you'd want to throw back up on the board for a backup's around a 5, and I think he's done that.
Like
you know,
that
he's
turn.
carrying a 2.87. You know, this score is going to be right around that mid-range. It's going to make it really tough.
Florence wave, they literally set the bar very high, so even to come close to that, you're going to have to get pretty wild.
I love how John, this is the 6.17. You know, he ends up falling at the end here, but did enough in the early stages to get himself that 6. That first carve, definitely. This was done 4 big turns. A 9.07 was the best wave of the heat. Then we went through a bit of a quiet time. Didn't see a lot of waves ridden. And you look at that, a nice mix of turns as John was there getting sprayed out.
And you get to spray the world champion. So.
But then this wave, 9.77, just loose as a goose. And then this one, I mean, again, it's like, how do you do this? He actually carves off the lip as it's coming down at Sunset Beach. Truly amazing.
They still got time, 10 seconds. It's going to be Billy Kemper from way deep up the point. Could have a nice runner here. This one's starting to scream down the line. Billy Kemper straight into the lip. This one has a potential good line for reform. Billy goes down, but he's back up. Still gets scored, correct, Pete?
Oh, yes. You know, and once you get back down and back up, as long as you're on the same wave, it's all good. But he's feeling comfortable that he is going to make this heat.
From John Florence. So the world champ will move on with Billy Kemper. We got much more surfing to come. You got Gabriel Medina coming up in this next heat. Do not go anywhere. The Vans World Cup of Surfing.